really got me in the middle of a storm. You really got me.
Folks, where y'all at today? Let's go. Let's get the energy up in the building. Appreciate y'all for joining. Thank you so much for being here, to everybody that's here on this Wednesday. Let's go. Let's get the like count up in the building. Let's get the like count up. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on whatever platform you're tuning in on. Let's go. Shout out to everybody. Let's go.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't
We're
you?
gonna have a great discussion today.
I can't take this shit no more.
Tap in, tune in, share the live. You already know what to do.
Damn right.
Bruh.
Tap in, tune in, share the live. Appreciate you for being here. We're gonna have an amazing live stream, I'll tell you that. You know, Guru always gonna bring the fire, and I'm gonna bring it to you raw. I'm gonna give you something that you may have not heard from, or from a different perspective. As we always discuss these topics, I want you to know that, because I know I get a lot of people that will say, well, the women, you talk about the same thing every day. These are the same jokers that watch the same drama, trash, gossip TV shows every day. How come you don't look in the mirror at yourself? How come you don't tell yourself that? How come you don't say, you know what? I watch the same trash, garbage shows every day. How come you don't tell yourself that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Thank you. Appreciate you, ma'am. That doesn't make any sense to me that you would say that I have the same topics and shit every day, but you don't want to point out the fact that you watch the same thing every day. Nothing that you do, you don't change. You have the same, and that's why you have the same mindset. Your mindset doesn't change. Shout out to brother Howard. Thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. Appreciate you for supporting this live stream. Let's go, folks. I need y'all to so far to focus on getting the like count up. Share this live stream if you haven't had a chance to share it, as we talk about this topic. Yolanda said, your topics have really helped me tremendously. I'm glad to hear that, Miss Yolanda. I'm glad to hear that my topics are able to help women like yourself. Hopefully we can continue to help more and more women every day. And not just the women, but, you know, in the process, I'm helping the men too, because they're making better decisions. They're looking more at some of the life choices they're making, who they're choosing to lay up with, why you keep getting the same results. We know that's the definition of insanity. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. And we know that's the situation, and that's the case with a lot of what society's doing today. I say it all the time. One of the biggest choices and decisions you'll make in life is who you choose to mate with. Who you choose to mate with. Dude stole the whole swag. What are you talking about, brother? What whole swag? I don't know what you're talking about. The person you choose to mate with has a lot to do with your future, has a lot to do with what's going to happen with your children, has a lot to do with how your life will go, job, all of that stuff. Your career is affected. The person you mate with will affect your career. Person you have children with, all of that stuff. You have brothers that have lost their jobs over getting with a toxic W. You get with a no good woman that's toxic, you end up losing your job over that, over some drama, over some BS. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You definitely look sharp, my GB. Great. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for saying that. You don't want to get with one of these jokers today. And this subject today has a lot to do with their thinking. And then you as a man, if you end up getting with one of these women that thinks like this, listen to what I'm saying very carefully. You get with somebody that has a delusional way of thinking, right? She's going to probably ruin your life. We don't have very many grounded W's today anymore in life. We don't have a whole lot of ones that are grounded. When I say by grounded, I'm talking about that have good, reasonable sense that will positively contribute to their homes. So that means you have to be even more careful with who you lay down with, who you have children with, right? If you are going to be laying down with one of these women, more than likely you're going to get her pregnant. Thank you. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. The guest box is always open. I had to make sure I pinned it on each platform. You guys can come up and request up and join. The women of today, they don't have a lot of sense. They don't. When I say they're delusional in their thinking, it's a combination of a lot of stuff. I was talking to a woman today. Listen to what I'm saying very carefully. I was talking to a woman today. She was telling me how birth control greatly affects a woman's thinking, her mindset. Birth control. And a lot of them get on birth control, right? Y'all following me? A lot of them get on birth control. Why? Because they don't want to have babies. They know that baby is a setback, right? Or they don't want to have children with the man that they're currently screwing because they don't see a future with him or whatever. But he's just there for now. He's just a temporary thing, right? So these are the kind of decisions they make, and it messes with, exactly, brother. He said it messes with their hormones. It indeed does. It affects estrogen levels and all kind of stuff. I'm a big supporter of your podcast. Agree, disagree, I'm Team Guru. Oh, appreciate you. You heard the concept that marriage is a business. It is partly a business. That is true. Because wealth is transferred through marriage. Wealth is transferred through marriage. And when it comes to the delusional mindset and the standards that are too high, a lot of them will say that they don't have high standards. Let's go, folks. I need y'all to get the like count up. A lot of them don't have high standards. That is a lie. Shout out to brother Keith. Thank you so much for the super chat as always. Appreciate you for being here and joining the program. Thank you, brother. Says salute everyone. They don't have the high standards that they say they have. How do you know, Guru? How do you know what we women have and don't have? How do you know about our standards? It's easy. Brother said in Islam, meher is a problem with these women these days to making us buy their love. Yes, a lot of them want a very high price. That should tell you right there, brother, she's not a religious woman. She wants that high of a price. She's not that religious. I mean, she's not trying to make it easy on the man and be successful. Her concern is more about herself. It's a selfish mindset. You want somebody, that's just my opinion of it. You want to be dealing with somebody that doesn't have that. Vanessa, I messaged you yesterday. Of course. Yes, sir, brother. I got you, Anthony. I haven't forgot about you, brother. No problem. Matter of fact, Friday, I plan on giving you a call or reaching out back to you on Friday. I do see your message. No institute teaches the W's how to be respectable. Exactly. Yeah, because respectable women were taught as girls by their mothers, by standards of society. But you've had standards of society go down the damn drain. So now the focus is on selfishness, money, power, and control. The focus is not on the family. The focus is not on a husband. The focus is not on their children. The focus is on self. So of course that's what you're going to get. That's what their focus is on. But in terms of, listen very carefully what I'm saying, in terms of them saying and talking about their standards, that's one of the biggest lies that they tell these days. One of the biggest lies that the modern W tells is about their standards, that they have these standards. No, they don't. Their standards are in the toilet. They're just delusionally speaking. How would I know that, Guru? How would you know that they don't have high standards? Okay. We have to, because here's how I know that. They don't even understand words and definitions. That's how I know. Many of these W's today don't understand words and definitions. They don't even know what the word standard means. A standard is a bar, is a measurement of something, right? So if you have a standard for something, it is a bar that has to be reached. A person that has high standards, right, would be in terms of things like morals, character, intelligence level, job, right, employment status. These things would be a standard. These things would be considered a standard. But what happens today is, instead, what they're doing is they're choosing, or they're putting out that they want a man of a certain height, right? Sometimes they're looking for a man that has money, whether or not it's some of them want money, some of them don't care about the money. And I didn't say steady employment. That's not what they're looking for. A lot of them. Money in the moment, which is more equivalent to fast money. Money in the moment, which is more equivalent to fast money. They want that. Do y'all hear me? They want fast money and a fast lifestyle that's going to bring them what? Things that they can buy. They want to buy things. They want to buy things with the money that they have that are not good for them. We've seen this epidemic with Vanessa. I know you want a man to have at least transportation, right? But we're talking about high standards. That's one standard that you may say you want in a man, but I'm talking about the fact that a lot of them, you see a lot of these dating shows and stuff, and these women talking about the high standards they have. And I'm contending that that's not true. They don't have high standards. You would see a difference in the children that are being born if they had high standards. You would see a lessening of how much birth control they're on if they had high standards. Right? We know that, and I've showed you guys that the rates for getting rid of babies has gone down. That has gone down. They're not getting rid of as many babies as they were in the 90s, right, when it peaked. But what actually has gone up is the prevalence of use of birth control. They're using more birth control than ever. You can't tell me more Plan B than ever. You can't tell me that you have high standards. Come on, talk to me. You can't tell me that you have high standards when the W's today are using more birth control and Plan B than ever. It's not possible. Not everyone wants to have kids. Then you shouldn't be screwing. If you don't want to have kids, you shouldn't be screwing. That it's easy. Why is that hard? Are majority of them not screwing, or a majority of them on birth control? You can't. So the argument is right now, the logic that I'm getting is, oh, they're on birth control because they don't want to have children. They don't want to have children. Okay, if that's the case, why are you screwing? Well, because they still want the pleasure, Guru. They still want the pleasure. Well, that's part of doing that, is you're going to more than likely get pregnant. That's what happens. The most sexually involved women in the world have a very high rate of pregnancy. People in the comments, tell me, who are the most sexually involved women in the world? Who are the most involved women in the world? What are they called? People in the comments. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Lady Love. Thank you for the PayPal donation. I did get it. Thank you so much, sister, for supporting the platform. What are the most sexually involved women in the world called? Not influencers. What are they called? Come on now. Y'all write it in the comments. What are the most involved women in the world called? There you go. 304s. They sell their stuff. They have a much higher rate of being pregnant. And of course, they're unwanted pregnancies, but they have a much higher rate of actually getting pregnant than the population. The regular population has a lower rate, much lower. These are high risk women. Why? Because they're screwing a lot. Don't you think that they're taking measures to try to stop themselves from getting pregnant? Don't you think those women, because that's going to mess up their money. If they are getting pregnant, they're not going to be able to sell their body. So it's going to mess up their money. Y'all have to think. So when these people come in here and say, not every woman wants to be pregnant like that, that's a damn lie. You're screwing, you know that a baby's going to come from screwing. And especially you know that because that's what you tell the man. I've never seen a woman have sympathy for a man if he said, she got pregnant, but she told me she was on birth control. I've never heard a woman have sympathy for a man that said something like that, that didn't want to have a child with that woman. I've never heard a woman have sympathy for him. Come on, talk to me. I don't have sympathy for no man that says he thought that he was safe because she's supposed to have been on birth control. But y'all don't, the W's today, they don't apply that same standard to themselves. Shout out to Truth. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Truth and Reality Undefeated said, high standards come 2 to 3 kids and 30 pounds later at age 35 plus. Yeah. Yeah, then they realize all the mistakes of their ways, and now they want to try to find a man that's a good man. I see what you're saying, brother. That's true. Shout out to Heartless the Savage said, pill popping loose W's. That's facts, brother. That's facts. And if they not popping the birth pill, they popping some other type of anxiety or antidepressant medication. Y'all think that I get this stuff from myself. I have women that actually come and talk to me, even sometimes privately. They'll message me. They'll say, Guru, you're speaking the truth. I have so many friends that I know, or I know girls, or I know women, and this is what they're out here doing. That's how I get a lot of information too. It's not just from me knowing what I know or doing research. Sometimes it's just, through women messaging me or whatever. And they'll tell me these things. Women y'all get snitched on by other women. Let's go, folks. I need y'all to get the like count up. I need y'all to get the like count way up. We're not even close. We're not even halfway of where we need to be. Let's go. They have a dating show on Facebook now. They have dating on Facebook now. My sister signed up and is looking for a man that's 5 years younger than her. She thinks older men have baggage, but she's the one that does. See, this is a joke. That's part of the delusion. Wanting a man. Do y'all hear me? That's part of the delusion. Looking for a man that has little to no baggage, right? While you have a bunch of shit on your resume. How's that supposed to work? You're going to find a man that has little to nothing that has happened to him, and it's not going to work, especially the generation is getting younger and younger with the more shit that they're doing. I don't want a man that has kids. Okay, but are you comfortable with a man that has been with 200 women and had all kind of threesomes and things? Are you okay with that? No, I don't want that either. What are you looking for? What do you want? A man that's never been with a woman, has no experience? No, I don't want that either. Okay, now talk to me about the last 5 men that you have screwed. Can we not talk about them? Tells me all I need to know. I'm able to do this all the time because of these very reasons, right, folks? It tells me all I need to know about y'all. Y'all never want to talk about the shit that y'all did, the last 5 that y'all mess with, the last situationship, because a lot of you know, if y'all notice when I interview women, I have to ask them the last relationship and the last situationship. I do that for a reason. Because if you just ask them about the last relationship, they're going to tell you, the last man that they was dating or whatever, committed to or whatever. They're going to tell you, they're going to talk to you about that man. Right. And that could have been 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years ago. Some of them 20 years ago. But you ask them, when was the last situationship you had? Um, 2 months ago, a month ago. When's the last time you've been intimate with a man? Last week. That should tell you everything you want to know. When's the last time you've been intimate with a man? Last week. What kind of man was he? I thought you said you have high standards. I thought y'all have high standards. If you have high standards, why can't we say all the things about all the men that been in your cooter cat? Come on, talk to me. Y'all at?
Oh, it's good.
There should have been a standard about each and every last one of those men that you let up inside of you, right? Brother said we love women, we just don't love their behaviors. I'm cooking, y'all. Yeah, I told y'all I have a roaster, I have a air fryer, I have a grill. Y'all can get it however y'all want to get it. I got all that shit. Shout out to Brother Fleming. Thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. He said that's so he can spend most of all his resources on her and her children. Yeah, that's what a lot of them want. They want the man to spend all of his money on Her and her children. That is very true. I talked to a lot of women over the last 3 years. What kind of man was the man that you had children with? Very rarely have I had women come and say, I have an amazing father of my children. Very rarely. The kids are innocent. Why don't y'all think that and have that mindset before you screw? Hey, I don't want to have children with this man because, and let me just go ahead and keep my body to myself because the children that come into this, the children that are going to be born into this world are innocent and I don't want to put nothing on them. Why don't y'all have that mindset before y'all do that? Times are very hard now. It's 50-50 thing now. I know financial times are hard for y'all. Y'all are broke, a lot of y'all. Y'all don't have no money. Y'all are broke. Y'all have little to no money. But you claim you have high standards. But at the same time, here's another thing, right? Some of the girls do this, right? When they go on vacations and trips or go get on boats or whatever, depending on if they got the body for it. When they get on a boat and they go travel, you know, go boating trip or whatever, and they end up screwing, who are they screwing? What was the standard? The standard was he invited me out to the boat and gave me some liquor. What does that tell you? Thank you, Mrs. Matt. What does that tell you? What kind of high standard is that? What kind of shit is that? Come on, talk to me. Do y'all think about this stuff that comes out of y'all mouth? Do y'all think about the stuff that comes out of your mouth? I'm just here for the entertainment. We know you're lost. We know you're just here for entertainment because you're lost. Anybody that watches me just for entertainment purposes and is not getting nothing out of what I'm saying, you're lost. And it's over for you. You're lost. Lady, I know the kids didn't ask to come here, but guess what? You asked for the children to come when you were screwing. When you decided that this is the man that I want inside of me tonight, that's what you decided. Many of y'all decide that shit regularly. Some of y'all daily. Some of y'all multiple times a day with different men. You can't tell me that some of y'all haven't did that. I know the truth. Some of y'all have done shit like that with different men multiple times a day. And you got different DNA. That's why you don't know who the father of your children are. You got pregnant, but you were screwing multiple at the same time on the same day. You don't know who the father of your children are. Well, what do you expect when you screwing different men like that in the same day? What do you expect? Is that high standards? Who broke you? You know, that doesn't make sense to me. Hello, ma'am. We got these no good ass jokers that come here talking about who hurt you or who broke you, who did this to you. But this is the same woman that was in here saying, I watch you for entertainment. You see how nutty they are? You see how loony they are? She says she's watching me for entertainment, but at the same time, she's wondering who hurt me and who broke me. Y'all have some serious issues. Let's go, folks. I need y'all to get my like count up. Take the time, take a second, and get the like count up. She's weird. Yeah, she is. Very weird. And a lot of them are. A lot of them are. They're weird in their thinking. They're weird in their decision making. They're weird in everything they do. The choice, weird in the decision, the colors and shit that they put on their face, the different makeups and eyelashes and different things. It just don't look right most of the time. And it's too heavy. It's too much. Why is it too heavy, Guru? Because they're trying to hide who they really are. They believe that they're ugly and they're trying to hide the ugly. Come on, talk to me. Does that say something about the way that they end up choosing men and screwing in? Does that say something about their decision making? Do they choose the guys that have low character, no values, and all that shit because they know, hey, I'm trying to cover up my flaws, my ugliness, both on the inside and outside? Is that true? Sister said, not knowing who the father is wild. Yeah, a lot of them don't know who the father of their children are. You can see on social media, they have W's who have gone on trips. We're talking about standards now, right? These are supposed to be the ones that have high standards. You've gone on trips and they come on the internet. They've made videos saying, when you gone to Miami for spring break and you ended up getting pregnant and now you don't know who the father is. What do you think they're doing? Shout out to Authentic 528. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, salute Guru in chat. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the support. Folks over here, I need you guys to support as well. If you're enjoying the show and wanted to continue, hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Because that's how you support over here. The best way to support me over here. If you like this content and want Guru to always continue doing it, support this platform. When it comes to the decision making, we shouldn't see in 2025 slip ups. We shouldn't see all the unintended pregnancies. Come on, talk to me. Unwanted pregnancies. We shouldn't see the high rates of STIs, STDs. Huh? What you say, Guru? Why are these rates increasing? Why do we have it should be a decrease in the rates, big decrease if the standards are so high? There should be a decrease in the rates if the standards are so high. Come on, talk to me. Do y'all hear me? Who would disagree with that? Shouldn't there be a decrease in the rates if the standards are high? The math, as they say, is not mathing. The math is not mathing. You're just delusional. Your mind is delusional. You need to get healed. Get out of that damn sickness that you're in. You're sick. A lot of y'all are sick, right? From what, Guru? You're sick from all the disgusting acts and wickedness, the dirty music that you listen to. This is the shit that's causing you to be delusional. The homegirls you hang around with, the streets that you run, the clubs that you attend, the bars that you go to, all of it contributes to that. All of these places that you go to contribute to your delusional mindset, your delusional way of thinking. All the shit that you put on and in your body. Come on, talk to me. Where are you at, Guru? You putting all kind of trash into your body, all kind of junk foods. Nasty garbage. On top of that, the pills and the the different forms of trying to control births or get rid of the babies and all the shit that's messing with your hormones, the chemicals from the glue in the hair and the nails when you go in the nail salon and shit and they doing y'all's nails and they got masks on and stuff because they trying to protect themselves from, they look at how crazy y'all are when y'all come in there and they don't want to be that crazy. So they make sure instead they make sure that they put on a mask because they don't want to think like y'all and look like y'all and act like y'all. Go ahead and breathe in these toxic chemicals, this addictive shit, so that you'll keep coming back and getting this stuff done so that you can keep being crazy. That's what they want. Thank you so much, Mrs. Lady Love, for another contribution. Thank you, sister. She said, keep speaking the truth. Black Guru, keep speaking the truth. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you so much for your contribution. People who want to be like these people doing these things, thinking it's cool. Yeah, they think it's cool. They've been lied to. You so right about the W's that stay with the men that abuse them. Yeah, they do. Shout out to Divine Photos. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. He said these modern W's always say there are no good men, but yet somehow they always stay being pregnant. That's facts. Keep cooking, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. If the men are no good, if the dating pool is no good, if it's pissy, you standing right in the middle of the piss and keep going back to the piss. Let me get out of this piss and rinse myself off just to go right back in it. Because that's what you end up liking. Standards are not high. You can even see it in the churches a lot of times. You see it in the religious houses. You have W's, right? Not looking for the most out of the most religious men. They're not going to the religious leaders and saying, send us husbands out of the most religious, the most honorable men in the community, the most outstanding men in the community. Looking for a man that's charming. What kind of standard is that? A man that's charming. Come on, talk to me. Enchantment and charm have to do with magic. You want a man that's going to put your ass on cloud 9. Come on, Guru. You want a man that's going to put you on cloud 9 instead of a man that works a 9 to 5. This is the delusion. Shout out to Dapper Dons. Appreciate you, brother. He said just got back from Kenya. Black men should go there. I agree, brother. That's one place. Thank you for the Cash App and the support. Thank you, brother. I agree. That's one place that I always hear good things about as far as the quality of women that there are. That's one place that I always hear about good quality women in Kenya. I've always heard good things about Kenya. One place. We can say that there are not many left, unfortunately, in America. Because if they're not poisoned and ruined by their behaviors, they have a poisoned mindset. They have a poisoned way of thinking. They're not on the right path because they conform to men. Wow. What do you conform to? What do you conform to? Whatever your feelings tell you? Is that what you conform to? Because that's probably it. I bet you just conform to whatever your feelings tell you. What do you conform to? Whatever the celebrities tell you to do? Whatever music they're putting out, whatever information they're putting out? Is that what you conform to? You see how ignorant they are? They'll say something like, oh, wow, because they conform to the men. Meanwhile, they conform to celebrities and shit that they don't know. They conform to music and entertainment and lies and chaos and drama and toxicity. What kind of damn society do we live in when toxicity and drama and chaos gasses up the women? Ooh, you tough. The more chaotic a man might seem to live his life, the crazier he might be, the more on edge he is, the more you attracted to the shit. But you have standards. You have high standards. I'm glad you think it's funny. The more of a rough rider and a street guy he is, the more you think he's fun, and that's the one you want to be with. The more he seemed to talk crazy and cuss. Yes, that's him. Him. The more lewd conduct and behavior he have. That's the one. On the other end of the spectrum, the more lazy he is, the less ambitious he is, which means I can keep my eye on him and control him. That's the one. Where are the high standards? Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much. Where are the standards? Where are the high standards? Ooh, I gotta have me a man that's 6 feet tall. These are some of the goofiest things you've ever heard of in women. You got to have a man because he's 6 feet tall, really? How much sense does that make? 6-footer. You want him because he's 6 feet tall. Y'all can request up if you have something to say, especially if you disagree with what I'm saying. I definitely want to hear from you. If you think I'm not speaking the truth, if you think I'm lying or you have a problem with what I'm saying, I definitely want to hear. You can request up. There are different ways for you to request up. Hit the link or whatever. You can request up, no matter what platform you're watching on. Where are the standards at? Where's your standard for who you allow into your life? But yet you have a lot of them that talk about, think about the shit that they put out on social. They'll put out like, you know, this season they're focused on God and drinking tea more and working out more and all this other shit. They put that, this is what they put out. But look at their standards and who they choose for men. No, you don't have a profile picture. You're not coming up here. What's the topic? You don't hear what I'm talking about, lady? You slow? The topic is you slow. If you don't understand what I'm saying. Derek says standards are a thing of the past. Yeah, I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe that the standards are a thing of the past, right? But why are they still saying this today? And you even have, like I said on these shows, they have these women have these they don't have no high standards. They don't have high standards anymore. Their standards are low. They're in the toilet. They're in the gutter. They're in the dumps. They're in the pit, wherever you want to call it. That's where they are. You know what goes in the toilet too. That's where their standards are. Right where you do a number 2. Everybody said even here in Hawaii, the women are vastly different from the ones in the mainland. A lot of Asians here, so the women value family. Yes. Yes. They value family. They value community. They value doing what's right. This is how crazy and ignorant and wild this is. It's unbelievable. I had to have a conversation with a woman over clothing and how women dress today. How she said something about, women should be able to dress or whatever, wear whatever they want to wear. And I had this conversation with her. And I said, let's look at even in the West right now, right? I asked her, I said, would most women walk out the house in lingerie and just go about their daily business? She said, no. I said, why? She said, because they'll probably get looked at funny or too much attention or whatever. I said, would they get positive attention or more negative attention? She said, more negative attention. I said, thank you. I said, so y'all even recognize that there is a level. There is a level that you as a woman need to abide by. There's a certain standard in how you carry yourself in society. Yes, there's a threshold. You cannot exceed certain limits. Is it legal for women to walk around with just pasties covering their nipple? Of course. Will most of them do it? Hell no. But they're the same ones that will say that they should be allowed to wear whatever they want to wear. Well, why not promote letting them wear pasties? All of them, even going to pick up their children at the school. We should be allowed to wear pasties just covering our, just that's it. And something that just covers the crotch. Because that would be legal, right? But you're not gonna do it because you know exactly. Brother said because they know it's wrong. Yes, they do. You can't tell me. These jokers, that's why they come on here, they lie all the time. They promote falsity and wrongdoing and shit like this. They know it's wrong. They know they shouldn't be doing it. But they're gonna promote it anyway. Jessica said like wearing pajamas in public. Yes. Exactly. You got a lot of them that wear pajamas in public today. They know that that is not the proper way to carry themselves. They know that that's not the proper way. They know they shouldn't be dressed like that, but they do it anyway. And they'll promote that type of stuff. Why? Because they know that they're not going to get the type of backlash that they would if they just wore something over their nipples. Why do you care? You're single for life. I hope you enjoy being lonely forever. And anyone that agrees with you. Why? But you watching. Why are you watching? Why are you here? Why do you care? Why are you watching? See how goofy they are? Why are you watching if you think I'm going to be single for life and you don't really, and all of this, anybody that agrees with me? Well, there's a whole lot of women in here that agree with me. And there's a lot of women that agree with me that are married. So you're just goofy and ignorant. You're a fool. Guru, is this my normal time? No. Not during Ramadan. This is not going to be my normal time. I'm going to have to switch it up. Some days I'm going to have to come around this time, and other days I'll go on in the morning earlier. But for this month, I would probably say more than likely on more days I'll probably be around this time, which is what, 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern. Y'all are some ignorant jokers. Go fix your own life. Why are you here? You come in here and run your mouths. Y'all come in here and run y'all mouths inside of my stream sometimes because that truth is hitting you. That's all it is, folks. When they come in here talking crazy to me, it's because the truth is hitting them. They're getting destroyed by the words that are coming out of my mouth. It is affecting them, and they can't do anything but sit here and say, oh my God, why don't you go tend to your children? Why don't you just be quiet? Leave women alone. That's the only thing they can say. They can't dispute the things that I'm saying. I told y'all some of this information I get from women, like the thing about when I told y'all earlier about the birth control, how much it affects their hormones and even their decision making when it comes to picking men. If y'all didn't know that, to the men in here, if y'all didn't know that, yes, the birth control that they get on affects their choices and decision making when choosing men. It does. It alters it's mind altering. I've had women tell me this. It alters their mind. There's even studies on this stuff. You can go look up studies on the way that the contraceptive, whatever form they're taking, normally the pill or whatever, how it alters their mind. One way that it alters their mind is it's been known to cause them to choose more feminine type of men that they're not satisfied with in the bedroom, which sounds to me like would make them do more things like cheat. Right? She's not satisfied in the bedroom. She's going to cheat. If I was a young Asian and single, I'd date you. Older women understand what you're saying. Why, ma'am? Because you know I like Asian women. I think you're saying that because you know I like Asian women. Asian women know how to cater to their men. Asian women are very family oriented. They know how to hush. They're loyal. Right? They know all of they do all of these things to take care of their men. Because why? Because they know and they want their men to take care of them. And they're taught to take care of their men. It's in the culture. It becomes in their blood. It's in their blood to take care of a man. And here's the thing right there about the blood. For those of you who may not know, let's go, folks. I need y'all to get my like count up. We're getting closer to where I need to be, but let's go. I need y'all to get my like count up. Let's go. Here's one thing we know about the blood, right? I talked about this on the show yesterday. Almost 80% of your intelligence is inherited. Almost 80% of your intelligence is inherited. How did that work out for young Jeezy? You're a fool. You think majority Asian women are like Jeezy's ex, Jeannie Mai, whatever her name is? You're a fool if you think that's how majority. She became like one of y'all ratchet BWs. That's what she did. She became like one of y'all ratchet BWs. She is not sophisticated. She is not that same type of women that you're going to find in majority Asian countries. She's not that. But she's Asian though. Lady, did you hear what I just said? I said she's not like majority of Asian women. Wasn't she on that talk show with those miserable ladies? That's facts. Matter of fact, that right there would go against the culture. Asian culture would not allow her. She wouldn't be able to get away with that shit if she was living in an Asian country, because she would be bringing disgrace and dishonor to the culture. They wouldn't allow that shit. They don't even have content like that on their TVs and stuff. A lot of y'all don't travel because y'all don't understand this stuff. Y'all don't know these things because y'all are not traveling. I've been in different parts of the world and I went through their TV channels and stuff. They don't even have a lot of the stuff that we have. Matter of fact, even when like some of the movies and Netflix, I've been in religious countries. Some of the movies on Netflix and different places, you can't even watch. They restrict content. They don't want their people being poisoned like y'all have been. Come on, talk to me. Y'all have been poisoned. You are sick people. I just tagged you in the video. You love to hear my thoughts. Okay. Even our food is banned in other countries. That's facts. A lot of the things that we eat, the ingredients is. I was shocked when I've been in multiple other countries and I saw the menu. Same McDonald's, totally different menu. But y'all don't like to listen. Y'all some hard-headed ass jokers. And then y'all wonder why I get the outcomes y'all get. You'll come back to me, just like I had on the show yesterday. She might be still watching. 40-year-old woman. She said she's having a hard time. She can't even find a man to have a car. She can't find a man to have transportation. This is how bad it is for y'all. But she screwed up her life. She had a husband when she was younger. F that up. And she said he was a good man, a good husband. He has custody of her children. She don't even have custody of her own children. Y'all don't know how to hold on to good men. Y'all don't know how to pick. Y'all don't have, like I said, the standards are in the toilet. They're not high. It's delusional. Your mind is unregulated. Your mind is altered. Having babies with criminals and felons. I watched a story the other day. Y'all can look this up. I think he's Austria's most notorious and infamous serial killer. Jack Unterweger. I believe I said his name right. Y'all can look this up. They have you can watch a story. I think they have an FBI show on it on YouTube. Jack Unterweger. Just look up Austria's most notorious serial unaliver. Guess what? He had been convicted already of taking the life of one woman. I'm correct in some points and not others. Okay, Kim, why don't you come up here and tell me what points I'm incorrect in? I would definitely like to know that. Request up and come tell me what points I'm not correct in. This guy had already been convicted of taking the life of one woman. Guess what he did? He started using enchantment and charm from the prison house. He had a life sentence already. He started writing books from the prison. He got his books published and they got out to the public. A whole lot of the people wanted him released. They felt sorry for him. Mostly women. Mostly women. At that point, when he was locked up, he only took one life of one woman. When he started writing those books from prison and all the women felt sorry for him and thought he was charming and all this other stuff and wanted him released, they put pressure on the government. The government released the man. And I think he went on to take the lives of like 10 more women. He had only been convicted and only took one woman's life. He went on to take the life of 10 more women because of the emotions and feelings and the delusion of women. These are the same women that come online and say, men do this, men do that. Men are so violent. Men SA, men unalive. Well, the man was already locked up for life. The police, the men did their job and locked the man up, and the women wanted him released. The women wanted him released. And he took the life of about 10 more of y'all. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Somebody said that's why it's a man's world. Folks, we're just approaching our first hour. I still need, man, we're low on the support today. I need 7 more people to support the platform. Let's go. You want Guru to continue? If not, we can end the live stream. I know I helped some of y'all get through y'all day. But if you don't want to support the platform right now, I won't continue. I can go do better stuff for the rest of my day. No problem. Y'all decide. Y'all always decide how the show is going to go. I'll give y'all 4 minutes. I'm not going to give you 5 or 6 minutes. I'll give y'all 4 minutes. Timer's on. Timer's on. All right, here we go. Depending on what platform you're watching on, you should see the timer on the screen. That's how much time we have. Shout out to brother Marcus. Thank you for the Cash App. Shout out to brother Lee. Thank you for the super chat. Now we still need 5 more people. We still need 5 more people to support the show. If you're enjoying this content, like what Guru is doing over here, the only way I'm able to keep these shows going is when you guys support the show. Back to what I was saying. We got a whole bunch of lazy women when it comes down to it. They're just lazy when it comes to things that they want to do. They don't want to do what's hard, because what's hard is actually what's going to change their life and get them results. Doing what's hard is going to actually get them a better quality man. Doing what's hard is going to get them a better life. But they don't want to do that which hard. They want to do that which is easy. Lady, you have a few seconds to come up here and say whatever you want to say to me. If you got so much to say, be a woman and come up and stop hiding in my comment section. If not, you about to be removed. I'll tell you right now. You got 5 more seconds. You're going to be removed. Trust me. You got 5 seconds. All right. See how weak they are? They run their mouth in my comment section, but they're too weak to actually say anything to me. Goodbye. The hell up out of here. Goodbye. Get the hell up out of here. Shout out to Bakari. Thank you so much. Said love what you do. Thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate you for supporting this show. Shout out to Bakari. Thank you, Bakari. Shout out to Ree Pink. She's been a member over here for 5 months. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother Fleming, for the support. He said, come on, man. Match me and show some support. Thank you, brother, for the contribution. Thank you so much, Elena, for the contribution. And thank you so much, Black Call L. Thank you so much for the contribution. Said keep up the good work. We still need 2 more people to support the show for right now. Let's go. Thank you, brother Demetrius, for your support so that we can keep the show going. Thank you, brother Demetrius. Some of y'all, I help y'all get through y'all day. Y'all tell me, y'all, Guru, thank you for doing these live streams to help me get through the day. Otherwise, I would just make all pre-recorded videos. I wouldn't even go live. People don't support the live stream. I would just make pre-recorded videos, which is no problem. I could do that, but people say, no, we like when you go live and interact with the chat room. Thank you, Demetrius, for the Cash App. Is it negative to be with a man who, this is a question I have. Is it negative to be with a man who don't want to work? Guru, why is your content so negative? Is that negative? You choose a man that don't want to work, don't have a job. Is it negative to be with the man that just got out of prison, a prisoner? Is that negative? Or has been in and out for majority of his life? Is that negative? Or is that positive? Is it negative to put toxic chemicals in and on your body all the time because you think you are looking cute? Is that negative? Is it negative to not have, is it a negative thing in society to not have any protection from and love from real quality men that want to be there for you, that actually want to take care of you? Isn't that negative? That's not positive. It's not a good thing. Is it negative to constantly go for the men that you know are always going to lie to you, but you're attracted to them? Is that negative? Huh? Is that negative? Thank you so much, Brandy, for the Cash App. She said, sorry, it's not much, but much love. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, sister. Appreciate you so much. Listen, I appreciate all of when you guys support. The problem in society is that people don't support the truth. I watch women get for doing toxic shit. Women support other women freely. The toxic ones, thousands of dollars quickly, thousands and thousands. They support each other for that. They don't support each other. They don't support things that are actually going to help them and change their life. They want to support drama and chaos and lies. That's what they like to support. Anything that's false. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Look at her. She's so pretty, 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 pretty. We have a problem with our men too, who like to support, right? The women that they think are going to give them some crotch. And I tell these guys all the time, you can't later come online and complain about those same women that are doing evil to you, that are keeping your children from you, that are cheating on you all the time. Don't come back and complain about them, because that's who you support. I had a brother that was honest with me yesterday. He messaged me. He said, Guru, you know what? I wish we had more content like yours, and I wish we had more content that promoted discipline. And I told him, I said, brother, that doesn't sell. That's not going to get views. Discipline and stuff that's telling men how to control their drive and all that other stuff and focus and get with quality women, that doesn't sell. That doesn't sell. Advertising Cooter Cat sells is what's going to get women. I mean, what's going to get men, because we see a lot of men still pay for play or pay for online play. A lot of men will pay for that. And I'm trying to get the women. You want better quality men. You want a better society. Stop advertising it. Stop supporting other women that are doing it. You supply, it makes no sense, right? You can look at a dealer and you think that the person that's more to blame for contributing to the delinquency of society is the dealer. A dealer is a supplier. The one that's supplying the illegal substance is doing the most harm to the society. You supply debauchery and nudity and all kind of trash ways of living and showing yourself off so that you can get some cash, all for the mighty dollar. What do you think is contributing to the delinquency of society? You are the supplier. We can get on men. I can get on men all day and night, but you are the supplier. You're supplying the men. You make them want to have more addiction to crotch and breast. Y'all don't even think about shit like this. Thank you so much, Mrs. Evelyn. I did get your Cash App, sister. Thank you for supporting the platform. Thank you for supporting the platform. Who did I miss over here? Shout out to brother Keith. He said pulled over to support. Brother, we're good. We hit our goal for now. We're good. I keep the show going because we hit our goal for now. Thank you, brother, for your support. Big Dave, my man, he says still under the weather, but I got you. Support my brother. Big Dave, appreciate you. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate the support. Thank you for coming through. Still hoping that you get better. When are y'all gonna use some common sense when it comes to this stuff? You can't have the desire for higher quality men, but you supply and put an addiction in for men to be low quality. I told some women a few days ago, I said, let's think about this for a minute. Let's think about this for a minute. I want y'all to really consider this. When it comes to the choice of who you're going to be with, right? Even when it comes to the choice of y'all's clothing, all of this stuff, that what you're putting out in society, the things that you're showing off, right, is going to make either the men want more of or less of. You want men to want more booty and crotch and breasts, and that's it, then you would put more of that out. You want men to have you want men to want more women of higher value and honor, higher integrity women, then you would put more of that out. You would produce more of that. You can look at the society, you can look at how these companies, these huge corporations work, and you can clearly say they want to poison us because look at the stuff that they're putting in our food. Come on, talk to me. They're poisoning us by the stuff that they give us. They put all of this stuff in our food. They're poisoning us. They want us to stay sick. They want us to have to be on medication. They want us to get cancer. Well, what does that say about what we're seeing from what the W's are putting out? What are women putting out? Do you want to poison the society and the community? That's my question. Are they doing it because they want to poison the society and the community? No, we're not trying to poison the society and community. We're just trying to make some money. Shout out to Eye on the Prize, said good content guru. Much love. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, my brother, for the support. You're using more of your body. You're selling more of your body online. You're marketing more of your body online. What do you think you're going to get more of? You think you're going to get more decent, honest, honorable men? You think you're going to get a society of more respectful men? You think you're going to get a society of more men who want to love you and marry you? Folks, let's get the like count up. Let's get the like count up. Appreciate you. Let's get the like count up. Somebody get Enlightened Easel, one of my moderators on YouTube. Get Enlightened Easel the hell up out of my live stream, please. Thank you. Because they have nothing better to say. That's all they have. They have nothing. Just real weak. The only thing they can say is the same old thing all the time. They can't actually dispute my talking points of things I'm saying. One of the moderators, please remove that person on YouTube. Remove Enlightened Easel. I got plenty of moderators on YouTube. Get that person out of here. Being in the covenant of family and marriage is slavery. Yeah, that's fine. They can say that is slavery. They can say that it's slavery. Fine. What's to come in the future? What do you think is going to come in the future? What is my name on YouTube so you can go subscribe? The same name, Black Guru. The same name, Black Guru. What's to come in the future? Well, look at what we have now. Look at what we have now. Garbage in, garbage out. Do you see more honesty and good-hearted, good-natured people? Do you see that right now? No. So you got a whole bunch of garbage that's being put into society. What do you think is going to produce? You can't keep having two garbage people that are screwing each other because the woman's attracted to this type of garbage man. You can't keep having two garbage people screwing each other, making those babies, and think you're going to have a better, more productive, more intelligent society. It doesn't work like that. Your DNA, your genes play a huge part in who you are as a person. Whether you have a mindset towards crime, you have a attraction to crime, you have an attraction to liquor, substance addiction. Some of that is hereditary. Some of that is hereditary. And these women are just, this is how gone they are. They think that, oh, you don't want to, be on substances or liquor or whatever when you're pregnant because that can affect the baby. They take no heart in who you screw can affect the baby. Come on, Guru. How did we get here? How are they this ignorant? How do you not know who you screw can affect the baby, but you only think that what you do while you're pregnant can affect the baby? The dumbest shit. It's just beyond ignorant. I've never seen the most ignorant stuff in my life. This is what they say. They only believe that who they're screwing will affect the baby. Get the likes up, folks. They only think who they're screwing affects the, what they're eating or drinking or whatever, how much physical activity they're doing while they're pregnant and all this stuff. You shouldn't do this, all this while you're pregnant. It can affect the baby. You shouldn't do that when you're pregnant. It can affect the baby. Would I say it's up to good people to change the garbage people, or do we keep garbage with garbage? No, it's a responsibility on the good people to do something. The responsibility is on the good people to speak up, speak out, to start making changes, to change the trend. The responsibility is on the good people. Yes, anybody can come up.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well.
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Well, it's not really a question. It's
Then
more
why
of
would
a
you say you have a
desire to have
question if it's not
conversation.
really a question?
Because I realize this is going to lead into a long discussion if you're willing.
Okay, what do you have to say?
My question is, in your opinion, why is it
Can you
difficult?
stop moving around that camera?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get the camera together.
Okay. All right, that's better.
Sorry. Hi, how are you? My name is Anne.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you think that marriage is the solution for all of the ills that are happening in the Black community?
No.
What would you say the solution is?
There's a lot that has to happen before marriage. It would make no sense for women in the condition that y'all are in and the men that y'all like to be with. It makes no sense for y'all to mate with and be with those type of men and marry them. That would be stupid. It's already not working out when y'all are just screwing and getting into boyfriend, girlfriend relationships or situationships. Why do you think it would work out just by saying, oh, we got married?
That is a good point, right? That is a good point. I guess my point is when we're marriage focused and oriented, then who we choose becomes more selective. We're no longer, just smashing whatever just because he's fine, but because I'm thinking of legacy.
Okay. You would hope that that's the case, but I don't know with a lot of y'all today. I don't know if that's what y'all are thinking of. Y'all, here's the problem. Most of y'all today are not. What's funny?
No, I'm just like, damn.
Here's the problem. Most of y'all today are not marriage minded because why do you think I do this all the time? I constantly do marriage, family, all these type of principles. These things are taught. These are principles that are taught from you. You're not born with these things on your mind. These things have to be instilled in you. Mm. And there's a lot of people in society that didn't have this type of teaching. These things weren't instilled in them. So they don't understand the value. They don't understand that wealth is transferred through marriage and death.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Estates. That means your legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not, wealth is not transferred through a degree. Yes. Debt is transferred from a degree. So we got a whole bunch of women thinking that they're going to get wealthy from a degree when it's only giving them more debt. You've never in history seen wealth being transferred from a degree.
Right. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Also, back to the whole education equals wealth thing, we know that's not the case. If you look at foreign Americans, like Asian Americans, Indian Americans, they are very highly educated men and women, and they're married, and they're transferring wealth generationally as well. So it's not necessarily the degree that gets you there. It's the collective mindset of we are building a legacy that gets you there. Okay. All right. I don't disagree.
You said it was going to be a lengthy discussion. It's not no lengthy discussion. That was pretty easy.
I apologize for the anticlimactic.
No, I mean, you built it up like it was just going to be something.
I built it up like it was going to be this whole big thing, and it wasn't. I apologize.
Where's your man at?
I'm looking at him. No, I'm joking. My man is not ready to commit.
Y'all still together?
No.
So you broke up with him because he didn't want to commit?
Yes.
How old are you?
We're cool. I mean, we have a great friendship, but I don't really entertain men who aren't.
How old are you?
Potential suitors. I'm 31.
Okay. You're about that time where
I know
the lights are going to get real dim.
I know. That's why I can't. If he's not ready, I'm like, cool, thank you.
So what are you doing now? What are you doing now?
Sorry?
What are you doing now?
Oh, so I am a support engineer. I work from home, and I'm in law school.
A support engineer? What does that mean?
So I work for a mid-size cybersecurity company here in the Bay Area, and we sell a product to mid-sized businesses to protect their data.
You work in sales, or do you work in logistics?
No, I actually help. No, the product that we sell, whenever it breaks, customers call me to help them fix it.
Okay, all right.
I don't sell.
How long have you been in law school?
Sorry?
How long have you been in law school?
This is my first first semester. So we're in midterms right now. 2 months.
Okay. All right.
And I'm only doing this because Well, number one, I always wanted to be an attorney. And two, if I don't earn money, I don't want it to be because someone said you no longer have a job. I want to build something that could potentially build my family's future, my children's future, support my future husband. So being a support engineer in the Bay Area is like being a waitress. Like you can be replaced pretty easily.
Okay. Shout out to Truth and Reality Undefeated. He said that the man was ready to commit, just not to you. What would you say about that?
If that was the case, then he would have been committed by now.
How long have you guys been broken up?
I mean, like 6 months, really?
You don't think that says anything about his? I mean, the fact that he had plenty of time, right? How long were y'all together? How long were y'all together?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, and no, like I mean, we
4 years, no ring, no
together,
marriage.
moving in together, none of these things.
4 years, no ring, no marriage.
Exactly. No schmecks either, by the way.
Oh, you were not intimate with him?
No.
For 4 years?
For 4 years.
I have a hard time believing that, but okay.
We can call him.
You're gonna call him right now while you're on this live show?
I mean, he's at work, but I know he'll pick up. I know he'll pick up.
Call him then.
Okay. 1 second.
Let's see if she's telling the truth. 4 years and no intimacy. What's his name?
Noah.
Huh? Noah? Shout out to Truth and Reality said, when a wife shows up, we big ready to get married. That is true.
That is true.
Most men, but here's the thing though. The thing is, a lot of you don't know how to require marriage in the beginning. So
no, that's not what happened here. He knew what the deal was. He knew what my expectation was. He was not in a financial position. After 4 years, what am I supposed to do? I've done everything I can to help support.
He was not in a financial position.
He's not. Men have a financial clock. It doesn't matter if they find their wife today. If they don't feel like they're in a position financially to take on a wife and child, they're not going to commit to her. Now, they'll do everything they can to prepare themselves accordingly, which is what he was doing and what I helped support him in. But
you're saying a man won't commit to a woman if he believes that he's not financially able to provide?
A man will not marry a woman if he's not in a financial position to. And if he does,
if he does what?
Financial. I'm not saying that he, what I'm saying is when he meets his wife, a fire ignites in him for him to either become financially prepared, independent, or already be there. And
so he didn't think you was his wife then, is what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is when we met,
he stayed with you for 4 years with no intimacy.
When we met, he was not in the financial position he was in now. Because I was supporting him, made huge move. Let me just call this man. Let's see if he.
Call him. Let's see if he picks up. Shout out to Mrs. Gill. Thank you, sister. She said, "How come they wait to find out the man is committed after they have?" Yeah, but she said, they haven't been intimate though. Just about his money situation. Shout out to Truth and Reality said, "Why would he commit if he don't know if the cat is trash?" I can tell you what, brother, if she's one hell of a woman, man is going to commit. If she's a one of a kind, one hell of a, I'm talking about, if a man runs into the most feminine, sweetest, best smelling woman that can cook, knows how to take care of a house, if he meets that, he would marry her without knowing what her cat is like. Trust me.
Correct. All right, I'm gonna call him on FaceTime. Now he's at work now, so let me see. I guess this is a little longer than I thought it was gonna be. Can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're right, Chantel. She's the first one that's ever called. Most of the time when I tell the women to call the man, they don't call. But he ain't picking up.
He's at work.
Okay. Well, you told me he'll pick up.
I assumed he would, but he's also at work.
Shout out to Next Level. He said, Cap, I changed careers at 46 from truck driver to pipe fitter. My money has increased in less than 5 years. Men get better as we get older.
Okay, but again, that only furthers my point, my dear. As you get older, you're more in a financially secure position to take on a wife than maybe when you weren't.
Okay.
The point.
How old is
as
he?
You've gotten older.
How old is he?
Now it just only supports the financial.
How old is he?
He just turned 30.
Okay. What was he doing when you met him?
He was picking up garbage for the city.
And he continued doing that when you guys broke up after 4 years?
No, so because at the time I was working at Facebook, so I helped him. I trained him and I helped connect him to some folks, and he left the city job to get his very first job as a support engineer for a company, and then he moved on to another one. Between you and I took a test for him that helped him get into a better position. So in 4 years,
How much did he make an hour when you guys were together?
maybe less than 25.
Okay. I want you to help me understand something.
Sure.
This was your man for 4 years that you were supposedly in love with, right?
Mm-hmm.
You liked him enough to stay with him. You guys are not doing anything intimate. He liked you enough. He stayed with you. He was not getting nothing intimate in return either.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
There was no engagement. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. What made you think that it was headed towards marriage then?
Because I set the tone initially that don't even bother
There's
me.
no way you set the tone for marriage. Y'all were never engaged even.
I'm just saying, when we first started talking, I told him what I'm not going to be doing. Well, I didn't tell him what I wasn't going to do. I told him what I was looking for. And if this isn't something that you're interested in, then we can just keep moving, because this is what I want. And he said, yeah, this is what he wanted. So I wasn't looking at, ultimately, I wasn't giving him a time clock like that. I was, to me, building the foundation.
Okay, that means nothing if there's no time on it.
I'm just saying that I was praying and hoping that it wasn't going to be.
What if your job told you that? Would you accept that if you wanted a raise? If you wanted a raise and they said, hey, we're hoping and praying we can eventually give you a raise, but we can't do nothing for you right now. Would you accept that?
Maybe for a small period of time, but not maybe for 4 years.
Oh, but you did that, huh? It's funny, huh?
I'm gonna give, you guys should like this like this man's life to 50K because the way he made that connection was pretty A1. All right, valid.
Shout out to Truth and Reality again. He said, if I love a chick, I'll marry regardless of my income. You know, that was the point that I was going to make, is that if the man, not only him, but you, why didn't you say, I don't care about the money right now. I just want to marry you. I'm ready to get this thing done.
What? Because I'm a woman. I'm qualifying for him. I'm qualifying to. He's the one who gatekeeps commitment. What do I look like emasculating him? What? No.
Shout out to Truth and Reality again. He said that man was smashing someone, or he was GAY. I don't think you suspect that he was that, right? You don't think he was GAY, right?
No.
Okay. And you think that he was abstinent for 4 years? You really believe that?
Maybe not.
Why are you looking so down and defeated now? You just, all we're doing is, see, this is what I help women do, because a lot of times, this is what the topic is about. Y'all are delusional in y'all thinking. Y'all don't know what y'all are doing out here. And y'all don't have a man that has, because a lot of times y'all skirt, y'all go to the opposite side of where men are that have good reason and good sense, because y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all want y'all feelings and emotions to be the things that control where your relationship goes and where your life goes. And that's not wise. You need counsel. You especially need counsel from those who have come before you, who are older.
Yeah, I mean, my dad had met him and was already like, no.
Wait a minute. When your dad met him, he said no?
Yeah, but my dad is very picky. He's an old, traditional Ghanaian man. Like, no one will ever be good enough for him. No one will be good enough for him. I'm telling you. I could bring the president and he would be like, oh, you think because you are a president you can marry my daughter? Like, my dad is not.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that no man would not be good enough for you. I don't believe it.
No, it's not that. It's not that. What I'm saying is my dad is very like possessive over his daughters, I think.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't think that there's no man that would be good for you.
Sure. Yeah. I just know that when he said no when he met him, it was because he didn't have the kind of job that at the time my dad would respect.
Okay, well, there you go. If he had a different type of job and he was such a man of good character and all this stuff, then your dad probably would have approved of him. But he obviously didn't. Was it the fact that he was a garbage collector? The sanitation worker?
No. I think it was because he didn't like that he was relying so much on me to help him.
Y'all were living together?
We did, but when he had met my dad was very uncomfortable with the fact that he was using my resources to like get to the next level instead of just doing it himself. It has nothing to do with the career. I think it was
What's your religion?
I'm a Christian.
I've never heard of one. How long did y'all live together?
Like 4 months. It's only because it's a complicated thing.
What's funny?
Because I'm looking at it like, when you look at things like hindsight, you're like, damn, it's kind of silly. You know? Like looking back on things, it's like,
What was silly? Yeah, you have to help us understand. The things that I told
myself to kind of, like, when I told my father I was moving and he almost had a heart attack. and it's just funny the way I justified it to myself at the time.
How'd you justify it? This goes with the topic. My topic is about how y'all are lying about having high standards. Y'all are just delusional. So I'm saying, how did you justify it?
You're saying I'm annoying.
How did you stop reading the comments? How'd you justify it?
I had faith that we were going to get married.
You felt like you were in love
deeply.
based off of what?
Yes, my feelings. And also him, who he was. Seeing him grow, I don't know. It was.
What feelings? I'm asking you to explain. What feelings did you get? What feelings did he give you? It seemed like you still like this man.
I mean, he's not a bad man. I felt, you know what it was? I felt like I could surrender to him. They're telling me to get off.
You felt like you could surrender to him. Well, this is important because this helps us gain a greater understanding about y'all, and you also gain a greater understanding about us as men. You felt like you could surrender to him. What does that mean?
Like, I didn't have to question it. Like, if he said this was it, then it was it. It was a sense of safety. It was like I could just give up. It's not that I could just be dumb, right? Like, I still have to be an adult and accountable. But it was the trust and faith that I didn't have to question him. I could just be safe with him. Like,
so
I don't know,
the whole problem.
give up all.
Hold on 1 second. So the whole problem with this whole entire thing, this whole entire scenario, was based off the fact that you're telling me he felt like he couldn't provide, so that's why he told you he wasn't going to commit to you because he couldn't provide. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Not necessarily. I think I intuitively picked that up. He never said that.
What do you think his reason is for you guys breaking up?
What is... He would probably tell you I'm impulsive in my decision making.
You're impulsive in your decision making.
Mm.
So that means he saw you for quite a while that you probably weren't going to be his wife. He was like, I don't know, maybe I'll stick around and see, but yeah, nah, she's not the one.
Maybe. Sure.
People are telling, call him again. She don't need to call him. If he, look, this is going off based off what she said. She told me that, oh, he's going to pick up. That's what she told me when she first came on the show.
I also said
hold on. Shh, let me finish.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That means that she was confident that this man was definitely going to pick up the phone. So he's already then seen that she called. If it was that important and if she was on his mind like that, he would have called back by now. That's how this works. So she don't need to keep calling him and blowing up his phone. Matter of fact, I don't never want no woman blowing up my phone. So I would never tell her to blow up. I never would tell a woman to blow up a man's phone because I don't even want no woman doing that to me. That would just make me more upset. And when I answer the phone, it wouldn't be good. Why in the hell are you calling my phone 5, 10, 15 times? Have you lost your mind? That was the first thing I would say to her as soon as I wouldn't even want to know. It better be an emergency. And if it's an emergency, you could have texted too. It's an emergency. Please call me.
Yeah.
But normally when it's not an emergency. Normally when people call and call and call like that and there's no text behind it, it's not an emergency. Yeah. Anyway, you're 30 years old now. You wasted 4 years. You said this is something I just picked up on. You said you felt like you could surrender to him, but it sounds like more or less to me that you weren't comfortable or happy where he was with his finances, because I asked you how much was he making and you said under 25 an hour. So it sounds to me like you didn't like that.
No.
Okay. So what you're doing is
no, that's not it at all. I love, because it was his character. Like when I tell you the discipline it takes to wake up 4 a.m. and drive into the city and deal with all different types of, he would call me morning, afternoon, and on his way home every day. The consistency, no, it wasn't about that. It was him. He was the one sending me job applications to fill out for him while he was at work. I was cool. Like I said, I was making really good money. It was.
Who broke up with who?
Can I be honest?
No, lie.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I would say I felt he was like pulling away. Like his attention wasn't always here. When we were together, he was like on his phone. I started getting like really insecure about the people he was following on social media. And so I feel like he left emotionally, and I just was like, fine, done, you know? You know what I mean?
Y'all are such an interesting creature. My God. This is how y'all answer questions. Notice, folks,
Okay.
I asked her a question about who broke up with who, and she had to tell me how she felt it went with.
Okay.
He was emotionally becoming detached, and he was doing it.
Okay, I damn, all right, okay, valid. First of all, why are we not at 35K? And
Don't worry about what's going on in any of my streams.
I'm trying to be supportive. Okay.
So he left you.
Yeah.
Did he leave you, or you told him that you were done?
Okay, fine, me. I'd say it was me who was like, I need a. Even then, because he was the one. Because like I shared with you, we were living together, and something happened.
Exactly. You guys were roommates. What do you mean something happened?
Yeah, we were roommates.
What happened?
I really don't want to put his business out there.
Well, you already didn't say you thought he was probably intimate with other women or another woman.
Can we skip this part? It hurts. Just
Why did you stay for 4 years?
because I really wanted to. I mean, you know what? I asked myself if it was an ego thing. Like, do I need to have the validation that I'm good enough for a ring? So I'm gonna like put in all this time, and I just don't want to take the sunk cost of like walking away when maybe I should have. Like I wondered for a while, was it an ego thing? And it wasn't. It was more of the lack of safety at a point. Remember how I said the feeling he gave me was I felt like I could surrender to him? Well, there was a point where I didn't feel that anymore. Like I felt him not as present. And it made me very anxious. And instead of reassuring me, the divide grew. I feel like even if I didn't
Why
get a
did
ring,
you stay for 4 years?
I stayed for 4 years because I loved him and I believed in a future with him. And I wanted him. And I liked who I was when I was with him.
Do you think he wanted you?
Yes and no. He has options, so like I think the pressure, I think there was a point where I know he does care about me, but to want me as his wife, no, I think he's not even thinking, well, I I'm going to say this. The fact that I can't even give you a straight answer is enough.
When do you think he stopped wanting you as his wife? After what year? Year 1, year 2, year 3?
Maybe 2.5.
And you still continue to stay?
And I thought it would be like we could get over it.
Did you guys live together at the end of the relationship or the middle or what?
Towards the end, year 3.5.
Where was he staying before that?
He owns his own house. We own our own homes.
When you guys moved into his house?
I was there every day. Like,
and what religion was he?
he doesn't have one.
You're telling me a non-religious man was abstinent for 4 years?
Okay, can I go now? Wait, I wasn't. I don't know. I hope he was.
Why the downcast look? What's wrong? Huh?
Hold on. I just hope he was.
You weren't with him for 4 years. Have you ever been intimate with a man?
Yes. Lost my virginity.
You only been with one man?
Yes. Oh well.
Okay, so the answer is no. So the thing is,
No, because I want to be very clear about this. Like,
it should be clear. There shouldn't be any confusion about how many men you've been with.
Right. I was gonna share with you. I lost my virginity, and shortly after that relationship, I was engaged. And then this one, I was like I don't want to do that until I am with someone who I know is going to be my husband.
You were engaged to the same man or a different man?
No, different man.
Okay, so you were intimate with one man, then you got engaged, and you were intimate with him too, right?
Got a phone call.
You were intimate with the man you were engaged to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then that didn't work, and then you got with this guy that you were just with, and you were never engaged to him, but you guys were never intimate? 4 years? 4 years?
Sorry, phone call. Yeah.
How long were you with the man that you were engaged to?
3.5. Almost 4.
So pretty much all of your adult life, you've been with some man.
Yeah.
And you thought that both of them were going to marry you. How come the man that you were engaged to didn't marry you?
Well, I ended up pregnant and having a miscarriage, and just processing that with him, I was not in a very good space, and I ended it.
Was he a good man?
Yes.
So you fumbled 2 good men because you said the last guy was good. So you had 2 good men. One you were engaged to, the other one you were 4 years, and you fumbled both of them. Folks, I want y'all to listen to this, right? Listen very carefully, because this is when all these women come out here and say that men are trash, they're no good, they're this, they're that. But no, hold on, listen. Shh. I'm making a point because they never talk about the good men that they fumbled.
say we are talking about the good men, and they are good men.
And you
I-
fumbled 2 of them.
But
No, not but. You fumbled 2 of them. That's almost an 8-year time frame. You had 2. You were with 2 very good men, according to you, for almost 8 years.
No,
and
they
you
weren't
fumbled
very
both
good
of
men.
them.
They
No,
were
we
very
heard
good
you.
men.
We heard
They
you.
were Noah's a very good man. John was a good, I would never say he wasn't a good man. I would never say he wasn't a good man. I could never say that.
Okay, John was a good man and Noah was a good man.
Yeah, there are a lot of good men.
Okay, and you fumbled 2 good men. Those are probably the best that you're going to get. You're 30 now.
I can still have children. I'm incredibly healthy.
How much better you think it's going to get?
I'm just saying, like,
No, your options dwindle the older y'all get. You don't realize that?
No.
Do you?
I
No.
don't realize
Listen
that.
to what I just said and respond. Stop, get out of your feelings and stop thinking ahead. Your options dwindle the older y'all get. Do you understand that?
I do.
Do you disagree with that?
No.
Okay, so once again, going back to the statement I made, you had 2 good men. You fumbled both of them. Things are not going to get better. They're not going to be more favorable for you in the future because you're already 30.
Correct. Which is why I don't think
You're not going to have more options at 35 than you did at 25.
But this is the thing. This is why it's not a fumble, because it's a fumble if I stay with someone who's obviously presented a non-committal future. Why would I stay with someone another 4 years?
Why would you stay with a man for 4 years or 3.5 years if you haven't gotten married yet? Why were you with a man that you were intimate with who got you pregnant and you didn't marry him when you told me in the beginning you're a marriage-minded type of woman? That you told me in the beginning that you require marriage. So why would you with a man that you were engaged to 3.5 years? You got pregnant by him. How come you didn't get married?
Like I said, when our daughter died, I couldn't even get out of bed. And he wasn't there for me in a way that
I'm talking about before that.
No, that's what we're talking about.
How soon did you get pregnant after you guys were together?
Like year 3, like when I moved in.
How come you didn't get married after year 1 or 2?
We were engaged.
I didn't ask you that. I said, how come you didn't get married after year 1 or 2?
We were engaged by year 2. I moved in.
Somebody get Jason up out of my stream on YouTube, please. Somebody get Jason, remove him from this live stream. Thank you. Moderators, please continue to watch out for the chat. Thank you, moderators. Somebody said you're annoying. You know, the problem that we're having is that
I don't think we're having a problem. Are we?
yes, we are. I will ask you the question one more time. I want to see if you will answer it. Why did you not marry the man you were engaged to before year 3 when you got pregnant?
So when we met, he wanted to get married like 6 months in. I told him, traditionally speaking, before we even get married, you have to meet my family. There's certain things that you have to do in my culture. You don't just get married. We didn't get married. We had to get engaged first.
Is it in your culture to get pregnant before you get married?
I was living with him.
Is it in your culture to get pregnant and live with a man?
It happens sometimes, but not to your
Is
to your
it in your culture
daddy.
to get married and live with
This was the man I was going to marry.
I didn't ask you that. You brought up your culture. Is it in your culture to marry, to live with a man and get pregnant by a man that you're not married to? Is that in your culture?
No.
Okay. So why did you bring up your culture when you weren't abiding by cultural rules from the beginning?
Again, we were engaged. There is a process before you just get married.
The process was you had to try out the Wangama thing.
I think that's a very Americanized view. He wouldn't have had access to me if he wasn't marriage oriented. But it's been a pleasure. I didn't know we had a problem. I apologize.
We do have a problem because you're not. I keep coming to. Hold on. I keep coming to you to try to get you to answer the question because you fumbled the two men and you keep saying that we were engaged. We were engaged. Okay, I'm asking you, why didn't you get married before the pregnancy? You had plenty of time.
Okay. I'm wrong.
He was good. Sorry. He was good enough. He was good enough to get you pregnant. No, I'm saying.
You're right. I'm wrong. I'm so
lady,
sorry.
Get out of your feelings. This is just.
I'm not in my feelings.
Yes, you are. I know.
I don't want to argue.
We can tell.
I don't want to argue. You're right.
See, this is the problem that I have with y'all. Y'all getting y'all feelings over this stuff. These are the life choices y'all have made. I'm just helping you dissect them. There was an opportunity. You've had two quality men. You fumbled both of them by your choice. Okay. The first man, you told me that you didn't want to be with him no more because you were going through too much mentally because of losing your daughter. The second one, you didn't want to be with him no more because you felt like he was emotionally detaching from you.
Cheating. Yeah, I think a man who cheats is not marriage oriented.
I've asked you multiple times and you really? So now he was cheating.
No, I do think it's inappropriate to lust after women, to look at porn, which is what he was doing. I don't know if he slept with anyone. I hope he didn't. But to me, when you have sexual immortality in that sense,
so he just started doing that the last few months of the relationship.
No, he didn't.
Okay, so guess what? To stop him from lusting and doing all of that stuff, you should have married him. You should have married him early on so that you could have been sleeping with him.
I can't control when I get married. He controls it.
So let's use your logic. So I'm gonna just stay with you for however long it takes until you decide to marry me. Does that make sense?
No, I control how long I stay, but I can tell a man what my boundaries are.
You didn't have any boundaries. 4 years. 4 years. You didn't have any boundaries. 4 years.
Okay, I don't want to miscommunicate with you because I think I'm being misunderstood, and I don't want to walk into a narrative that doesn't fit me either.
But so how are you being misunderstood? I understand exactly what you're saying.
I appreciate your time here. And I think and thank you for having me on.
Have a good day, lady. Goodbye. You know, folks, it's amazing to me how much women of today, goes back to what I was just talking about, how much y'all lie, the games y'all play, the shit that y'all do. Y'all fumble men who were more decent, right? Y'all end up with no good ass lying, cheating, D-bags that y'all call them. Y'all do all that. Y'all play mental games with the questions. Y'all don't want to answer straightforward questions. And then you come and say that men do that. How many shows have I had where y'all have done that? You question a man, are you cheating on me? Where have you been? And he don't want to give a straightforward answer. Why in the F do y'all not give me straightforward answers? Come on, guru. I don't know how many women that I've interviewed over the years. Y'all don't give straightforward, straight up answers, but y'all say the same shit about men are out here doing this. This is what men do. That's when men lie to us all the time. They manipulate us, Guru. What in the hell do y'all think y'all are doing when y'all get questioned? You were pregnant by men. You brought up your culture and you were not abiding by any of your cultural rules. There are rules in my culture for marriage. I can't just go off and get married. Okay, weren't there rules in your cultures about screwing, about living with a man? Well, what did I miss? Why is he yelling again? He still ain't called back. Yeah, I wouldn't have called her ass back neither. And with W's that play mind games like that, twist things, are all over the place, when they do stuff like that, no man should want to be around. Only a simp that can't get no cooter cat and just love to just have him any kind of woman and he could just smell her. That's the only type of man that will put up with something like that. A real man is not going to put up with that. He's not going to put up with no woman beating around the bush, not being straightforward in her answers, playing all these little mind games, little manipulation games. I asked her, why did he say, or what would he say about why the relationship ended? She said he would say that I'm too impulsive. Focus on your career, lady. As Kevin used to say, get you a dog or a cat. Because you're going to have some real lonely nights. Hopefully that joker can keep you warm and comfortable and company. He can't talk back to you and the dog can't, or the cat can't screw you, but at least the cat can meow or purr and the dog can bark at you. At least that, a lot of y'all, that's what y'all going to end up with. At least that's what y'all going to get. Y'all not going to have a man in the home. I was being very open and vulnerable, respectful. Look at what you're saying. I'm saying the truth because I'm tired of how y'all are. You were being very respectful and vulnerable. Y'all say this stuff, but then look at what happens when y'all with a man. You weren't being open and vulnerable. You were coming up with all kind of reasons to avoid the real reason of what was going on. Y'all don't like to admit y'all faults. Y'all don't like to admit the stuff that y'all do out here in these streets. Y'all don't like to talk about your part and why the thing went wrong. Y'all don't like to discuss that, which that's what we call accountability. Y'all don't like to take accountability. Y'all don't like to take accountability. Y'all rather live in a lie and call it your truth. There's the delusion. That's the topic of the show. There's the delusion. Y'all rather live in y'all's delusions because it's comfortable there. It's like a happy place. It's happy to be in their delusion because reality for y'all is depressing. It's miserable. That's why y'all all on all these depressants. That's why y'all have to do things to try to regulate your moods and your hormones and shit. Eva, you talking about hello cutie. You look much too old for me, lady. I mean, maybe if I was closer to your age, but I don't know how old y'all think I look on this screen. But I can look at you right now. Shout out to DA Rep for the super chat. He said we love impulsive as long as it's not another man. She was capping, Guru. Yeah, she was definitely capping. Salute to the brother. Thank you so much. When I hear impulsive in her thinking, oh, she said she's 55. Back in my day, I done been with some older women, but I don't think I've been with nobody that was 55. My good, no. I don't think I've been with nobody that's 55. Thank you for the compliment, but yeah, I don't mess with no. I got some limits. What's wrong with 55? Lady, you much older than me. I mean, I'm not no young man, but I'm not no old man either. I'm not no older man. I call myself mature. I'm in my prime right now. I'm in my prime. I gotta keep my hair cut short now because I don't want to see all the gray hair. Carlos the Savage said dealing with one woman is enough. Yeah, the craziness that we have to deal with these jokers today. One woman and her hormones is enough. Exactly. That's not nervousness. That's just her not being fully truthful and honest and transparent like she said she was. You weren't being, when you say you're being vulnerable, vulnerable for y'all means that you're willing to cry. That doesn't mean you're telling the truth. This is the stuff that y'all say. Shout out to Queen Rizzo for the Cash App. Queen Rizzo wants me to ask Bun in the comments why you're a single mom. Bun in the comments, why are you single mom? Folks, if you want the show to continue, I still got some more energy. I need 6 more people to contribute to the show. Let's go. I'm gonna put the Cash App up here. I need 6 more people. Actually, I'll count the brother, so only 5. Let's go, folks. Support the show. You want the show to continue on. If you're enjoying this content, support the show. Donate, super chat, Cash App. I don't care how you do it. Support this content. Let's go. Bun, can you answer the question over here in this chat room? Somebody wants to know. You got to look out for Queen. You got to look for her answer in the comment section because I'm not going to take the time to try to find it. Some of these comments are going too fast. I'm not going to take the time to find it. Y'all got 4 minutes again. I put 4 minutes back on the clock. Y'all got 4 minutes to hit the donation goal. 4 minutes to hit the donation goal. Let's go. At the end of the day, what y'all have to realize is that things are not going to get better for y'all. Y'all not going to get no man. Y'all not going to get in no relationship with no good man, especially the older y'all get when y'all play these little games. Not going to get a man to commit to you. I don't believe that man was with her with that type of addiction or, whatever he was going through. I don't believe that man was with her for 4 years. I don't. Oh, you're 69 years old. Okay, whatever, lady. I thought earlier you said you were 55. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe most of y'all will ever find any type of love or happiness. You're not going to find the man that you're looking for. You're not. Y'all play too many games. Y'all lie too much. Y'all do all kind of BS. And instead of focusing on being a better woman, y'all like to continue and put up with foolishness. Just be better. Do better. Be a better woman. Be a better woman. Stop playing games. Stop lying. Be truthful to yourself. Be honest. You can come up here and be honest and say, Guru, you know what? I was this type of a woman. I was silly. I was playing. I didn't listen to my father. I didn't require marriage up front. I shouldn't have been moving in with the man. That's all you have to say. Be better men too. No. The men are not going to be better until y'all stop picking men. It makes no sense. I've made these type of comments before. Shout out to GV Greg, thank you, brother, for the Cash App. Y'all have 1 minute and 40 seconds. Shout out to Keith. Thank you for the super chat. We still need 3 more people to support the show. Go to the link in my bio, hit the Cash App or super chat. However you support the show. Yes.
Hey, Guru.
Do I know you? The way you saying my name.
Yes, you do. You don't remember me though. But my friend, she was on live before with you.
Who's your friend?
Raquel. I don't know if you remember her though. She was the one she was trying to lose weight. She was like 310 and now she's like I think she's like 220 now. And she wanted to ask you.
She the woman that had the stomach surgery?
No, she got on Ozempic or something, some type of thing like that. But she was wondering, she just going through a breakup, and she's dated 2 guys, but she's wondering why no one will commit because now she's lost weight and she has no kids. So she wanted your advice.
Weren't you just talking crazy to me in my comment section? Now you coming over here wanting some advice?
No. Maybe Raquel, not me.
I saw
She's
you.
on here.
Why won't she come up if she wants to talk to me? Why won't she come up on her own thing?
Because she don't want you to go to her page because she doesn't have her new body on there.
She don't want me to look up her page.
Yes, because last time you went to her page and pulled her up and you said she was big. She doesn't want you to go to her page again. That's all. She just wants advice.
Shout out to brother Keith. He said, great live today and salute. Thank you, brother, for the Cash App. Shout out to Santiago. We still need 1 more person to contribute. We almost there. Thank you, Santiago, for the super chat. What's the advice she wants?
She's going through a breakup. She was dating 2 guys, not at the same time, but like 2 relationships or whatever, or situationships, I guess. She's lost weight. She's down to 220, 222, something like that. And she's wondering why, because she's lost all this weight. Like the guy said, he was like, lose weight and we might can be together. And instead of being together, he broke up with her. But now she's lost the weight and now single and they won't commit to her. Well, he won't commit to her and doesn't want her back. So she wants your advice on what she can do.
He won't commit to her and he don't want her back?
Yeah, he doesn't want her back.
And she went from 3 something to 220?
Yeah, 310 to 220, 222.
He didn't want her in the first place.
Ouch.
He was just easy, big, easy girl, whatever. He probably was getting benefits from or using for whatever reason. Men do that sometimes. Men, when they find a woman that will let them do whatever, they'll do that. Plenty of men do that. They'll just, hey, you gonna let me screw you, or you gonna let me stay here and not have to work, or you gonna pay for this, or you gonna buy me gifts? Cool. They'll still have them another woman on the side that's way smaller or whatever. Men will do that.
Well, she's really tall too, so I think it
doesn't matter. 300 something pounds. How tall is she?
6'1", 6'2".
Okay, that's still way too big. 220 is too big at 6'1", 6'2". It's too much.
Well, everyone can hold weight different sometimes.
No, y'all get those BBLs and y'all hold weight, all that in y'all ass. And if you didn't hear what Amber Rose said, she said she had to get all that stuff out of her booty. She was talking to Shannon Sharp on an interview. She said she had to get rid of all that stuff. She said because it wasn't healthy. She said she couldn't run on a treadmill. She couldn't be active physically like she wanted to because she had all that extra weight back there.
Oh my God. So if she was smaller, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. She came up.
Do you know how 220 looks on a man that's 6'2"? How you think it looks on a woman? And a man that's 6'2", 220, it can be, or 6'1", 220 can be fat or muscle. But do you know how that would look? If a man was 220 at 6'2", he would be very muscular. If a man was fat at 6'1", 220, he would not look that good.
Well, some people like bigger ones.
Either she's 6'1", and I'm sure she wasn't full of muscle, because he wouldn't be attracted to that either. So can you imagine how it would look on a woman, 6'1", 220?
Well, he's not the smallest thing either, though. I mean, he's not
Okay,
fat.
did you hear what I just said? He didn't want her to begin with. She needs to move on. She trying to get this man back. The weight wasn't the problem. She has other stuff that's probably the problem.
I see.
If the weight wasn't a problem, okay, y'all gotta understand something, right? If a man, let's just say I was with a woman, or a woman was interested in me, and I told her, hey, you want me to be with you? Become Muslim, and I'll be with you because I'm Muslim. And she says, okay, I'll become Muslim right now. And she becomes Muslim, and I still don't want to be with her, and I still don't want to marry her. Isn't it obvious that the religion wasn't the problem?
But my thing is,
Just listen and go with what I'm saying for now. Don't go off. Wouldn't it be obvious that the religion wasn't the problem?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
All right. So in that case, then if a woman came to me and said, hey, why did you reject my friend? You told her to become Muslim and she could be with you. Right. And I said, and she asked me, why didn't you be with her? Why didn't you want to marry her after she became Muslim? That's exactly what I would tell her, because that wasn't the only problem. Well, why did you tell her that? Because I just said that. I want you to pay attention. Sometimes people, not just men, but people, they'll say things just to give you something to just shut up. You want me to be with you? We tired of going, especially men. Men will say that. We're tired of going back and forth. We're tired of arguing, whatever. So, yeah, lose the weight and I'll be with you.
Harsh.
What do you mean that's harsh? How's it harsh? Shout out to Mr. B Live. He said these women are a joke. It's sad. Yeah, a lot of them are a joke, brother.
So you think there's no getting him back? Just continue to lose weight and move on, basically.
Yes, and she needs to figure out if she really was concerned. See, the women that really want my help, they go to the website and they pay the fee. They pay the money to have one-on-one consultations with me. I've done many of them. She don't really want no help. If she really want my advice, that's what she would do. But the women, Kevin Samuel said the same thing. I listened to him say it out of his own mouth. He said if these women really wanted help, they would pay the money to talk to me one-on-one. He said, but most of them don't. They come on my show because they want free advice. And then they're not happy. They want me to talk to them nice and sugarcoat things. He said, no. He said, I'm going to talk how I want to talk on my show. And I agree with him. I'm the same way. I talk the way I want to talk on my show. You really want some true advice where I can dissect your life and what you're doing and figure out the mistakes you're making, then you got to pay the fee.
That's true.
You just go to the website, you go to BLKGURU.com and you pay the fee, and then I can see if I can help you.
Are you going to be harsh on her?
If you ask all the women that I've ever talked to, the only time I've been harsh with some of the women, was when they wouldn't shut up. And then even then, I told them, I said, okay, well, you know what? You didn't come here for my advice. You just want to vent. Go ahead. I said, it doesn't matter. You already paid me. So if you want to sit here and vent for 45 minutes, go ahead. I let them vent for 45 minutes. They already paid me. So
I agree. Well, we both follow you. I think she follows you on Instagram. She's in the comments now, but I think she has you on Instagram.
Well, she
I'll
need to
tell her
come up, or she need to go to click the
Y'all
link in the
ate her
bio and
up
go pay
last
the fee.
time. Y'all ate her up last time, Guru, and then I came up and then you kicked
Good.
me off too. No.
Good. I'm glad she got ate up. And look at what happened. She still was messing with the same man. She didn't change shit. You know, I have women. I have one particular woman that I've been coaching that's regularly pays my fee, regularly watches my show. Guess what? She has a man now, a good one. And he just called me the other day and said they basically are, you know, she wants me to vet him together. Because I told the women that. I said, call me with or pay the fee, book the one-on-one with you and your man that wants to marry you or whatever. Or if you want to figure out if he's marriage material, book it and I'll talk to him with you on the phone. She don't have a father or uncle or nobody that can help her. So I help her with that.
Well, I'll tell her to use the link in your bio.
Yeah, she needs to do that. She can go book the one-on-one, pay the money, book the one-on-one. And then if she wants to be talked to privately, other than that, y'all just come over here and say, this is entertainment. This is entertainment. Well, then that's what it's going to be for her. Because y'all don't take this shit serious. No way.
We take it serious.
All right, lady. Do you have anything else for me?
No.
Okay. Have a good day. Folks, thank you so much for tapping in. To the people that haven't been getting the like count up, I need y'all to get the like count up. That's what I need y'all to do right now. Shout out to Eddie for the Cash App. Thank you, brother. I got your Cash App. For those of you who have not tapped in and got the like count up, I need y'all to get the like count up. I need y'all to get the like count up. Janelle or whatever your name was, you talking about you wanted to come up and talk to me. Come on. Yes. Speak.
So what the fuck is your problem, man?
What?
Yeah.
What?
What's your problem?
What do you mean, what's my problem?
What is your problem?
Did you just come on here and cuss?
Yeah. Did you just hear me? What the fuck is your problem?
Why don't you show that head and that face? Because if you such a woman and you got so much to say, show yourself. Turn that camera on.
Hi. Hey, dumbass.
Oh my God.
Respect women, okay? Respect women. You don't know the half of it. You don't know what we go through. Stupid motherfucker.
That's all you have? That's the best you got?
That's all.
Who did your eyebrows? Who did your eyebrows?
Bye, bitch.
Who did your eyebrows?
Bye, bitch.
Yeah, you're not gonna answer that.
Not your gay ass. Not your gay ass.
There's a demon. There's a demon right there. You can see it on her face. You can see it in her. You can see what she had inside of her. We can see the demon. You can clearly see the demon inside of her. A lunatic. Sometimes they watch my show too, yes. It starts penetrating them and hitting them. And they can't help themselves. So they got to start the attacks. They start the attacks. That's the best they could do. This is a fake profile. Not coming up here. You a fake profile. Yes, her eyebrows. I don't know who did her eyebrows. It's the first thing I saw. And she probably thinks she looked good. She probably thinks she looked good. And it looked like she was sweating. How are you sweating that hard in your own house? Like, y'all don't have money to pay for air conditioning? How are you a woman sweating that hard in your own house? Y'all have never seen, unless I was here going hard and going in. I don't even think I've ever even sweated on camera. I'll be sitting here in a suit, going hard, going in, and y'all probably have never seen me sweat. How are you sweating like that? Face look super extra greasy. It don't make no sense. All right, folks, I think I'm gonna get up off of here. I think I need to go make salat. Yeah, it's getting close to that time. I think I'm gonna get off of here. The more water you drink, the more you sweat. What? Actually, sweat, if you know anything about sweat, sweat is your body's attempt to try to cool you off. Not because you have a whole bunch of water inside of you. It's actually a response to your body trying to correct itself. Your body is trying to correct itself from the heat that you've put it through. All right, folks. Appreciate y'all for being here and joining. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Somebody said she was full of liquor. Yeah, I believe it. I believe she was full of liquor. Do you have any other women that actually have something to say right before I get off? Do we have any other women that have something to say that are not demonic and actually have a point? Not nobody that's crazy. You have somebody that has a point? Guess not. If you miss any of this live stream, you can go back and watch this particular stream on my YouTube channel. Just click the link in my bio. It takes you to all of my social media accounts. Click the link in my bio. It takes you to all of my social media accounts. It also shows you how you can support the show. It shows you how you can get a one-on-one. You can join my women's coaching group. Got all kind of stuff on my website. The link is in my bio, BLKGURU.com, or in the description of the video. Lady, you sure did wait to the last second to come up here.
I'm sorry.
What's funny?
Well,
Turn on your
because of
screen.
I don't think I can turn my camera on. I don't have.
Why
that
not?
many.
You have a camera icon. You can't hit the button and push save. It won't let you turn it on.
Well, I know your time is limited, so I just had one thing I wanted
Well,
to
why?
say.
And I'm telling you, turn it on so I can look at you and talk. Didn't you just see me have a whole conversation with the other woman with the?
I know
screen?
I'm not put together. I don't want to scare anybody.
How
So
are you
the
not put together? You act like it's midnight.
Because I know I work from home. My day is over, and I'm not
So
trying to.
the truth is that there's the truth. There we go, folks. When they be working from home, that's why so many of them want to work from home, so that they could be lazy and sloppy and stank.
Oh no, I've showered.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. A lot of y'all are lazy and sloppy and stank. No, lady. Shh. Hold on. A lot of y'all, I looked at the job satisfaction survey, right? Women over the last 7 years have significantly been less satisfied than men with their jobs. And they've requested,
I love my job.
requested more hybrid jobs where they can work from home. Why? Because y'all want to be lazy and nasty.
No, that's not me though.
Blowing that house up with gas. Blowing that house up with gas.
Very clean. And
Show it. You just said you would look a mess, but your house is clean.
I'm not saying that I look a mess. I just don't want to show my face to hundreds of people right now. I just had a little something I wanted to say encouraging. And that is that when a woman loves herself and knows herself, she will attract the right man. She doesn't have to look for him, and she doesn't have to seek him. He will find her, and he will make it known what he wants and whether or not he's serious.
Where's your man at?
He's at work.
How long you been married to him?
We've been married 3 years.
3 years. And how old are you?
I'd rather not say that, but I am aging well.
Sound like you're an older woman, like around 60.
Nope, nowhere near 60.
Okay. Well, how old are you then? What you ashamed of your age? If you aging so well, you shouldn't be ashamed.
No, I'm not ashamed of it.
Well, lady, see, I don't buy this shit because there are women that have Instagram accounts. I've seen women that are in amazing shape that gladly say, I'm 70 years old and this is how I look. They don't have a problem saying it.
Yeah. Well, my point of coming up here was just to give that encouraging words to women, young women. Don't force anything.
Get off my show. You're aging very well and you're proud of yourself, but you don't want to tell how old you are. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they want to come in at the end and sneak their 2 cents like I'm not going to get them. Oh, Guru's winding down. He's probably not going to say nothing to me. No, I can wind right back up, lady. You must not have watched me for very long. You think I'm winding down? I can wind right back up easily. And for those of you that run your mouth about, you know, I'm glad that some people have been sending me clips. They've been sending me old clips of Kevin Samuels. And the same shit, you know, y'all lie. The same shit that y'all say to me, the people that don't like me, y'all said to him. There's people that talk about my clothes, my suits. I was sent the clip the other day. People talked about Kevin's suits. They talked crap about Kevin's suits. They talked about that they thought he was GAY. They talk crap. I mean, everything that y'all say to me, y'all said to him. Y'all just couldn't say he was a wannabe or a copycat. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. Y'all didn't say because y'all hadn't seen a man that dressed well that got on y'all heifers. He was the first one that blew up to do it. Because trust me, there was a woman that came on my show not too long ago. She said, I remember you when you used to be on Facebook way before you were on any of these other platforms. And that might mean she knows who I really am, my real identity, because I was getting on. I used to stay in Facebook jail. I used to be blasting these heifers. If y'all could go back, I wish I had some of the old stuff I used to say. I might have it on one of my old hard drives. Now I might post that so y'all can see I used to be blasting these heifers. They couldn't stand me. Hundreds of women reporting me, and then I'm getting suspended. They used to start with 3 days, then 7 days, and then I was getting them for 30 days. Couldn't comment, couldn't say nothing, do nothing for 30 days. All right, folks. Thank you so much for being here and joining. Have a great evening. Appreciate you all. Yes, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. Thank you so much to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters. I got to try to massage my leg, get to the gym, do all kind of stuff before I head to Taraweeh. Have a great evening. Until next time, I plan on doing one more show tomorrow. One more show tomorrow. Around the same time tomorrow, which was what, 4 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern time. 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is I think 1 p.m. Pacific. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Tune in. You don't want to miss out. You don't know what's going to happen on Guru's live streams. Have a good evening. Until next time, salute. Thank you for all of the people, especially shout out once again to all of the people that donated and sent me some type of cash donation today. Without you guys, I would not be able to do this. Have a good night.